About a month ago, or if that really, I was sitting right there, and after I'd been kind of drugged to this, you know, by my mom, and you know, I was a little timid just because I was the only, basically the only younger kid, or the kid, at the seminar. And then finally, after, you know, I saw MK, and, you know, you feel her energy, you just, everything about her you just love. And she started talking about this process, and everything began to click, you know. And I walked away from it feeling amazing. And let me tell you, during the seminar, I raised my hand saying, I want to go to Spain and study abroad in high school. And as I said it, I got like choked up because when the words came out, I realized how much I didn't think it was possible. I really didn't. And, you know, through a funny chain of events, I was using the process, feeling it. Oh my goodness, you feel what you want on a different level. And that passion, you know, helped me visualize all the little things, like what I was going to do when I heard the news that I got, you know, accepted to this program. Keep in mind that 3 weeks ago, I was about 3 to 4 months too late to sign up for any program for next year. And I'm a junior, so senior year is my last year to do it. And then, you know, do you know that dance when you're so excited? The like, oh my god, yes! You know, I was doing that in the mirror, like in my house, a little bit embarrassing, but it didn't matter because I knew I was gonna feel that. And like I said, through a weird chain of events, I heard the name Rotary, you know, the Rotary Club. And turns out they cost a lot less than the program I was going to. For a semester for the program that I was already signing up for, staying up till 4 in the morning writing those essays, that for a semester was about $15,000. Rotaries, however, was $4,000 for a year. So clearly it was a better price, you know. And then the biggest thing that stuck with me from MK's thing was live life like what would I do if I had no fear. That just clicked perfectly. And thinking about that, I called Rotary. I mean, what was the worst they could tell me? Something I already knew, something that, well, you're too late, sorry. That's not what happened. I called Blue Valley Rotary. They said that just the day before, they were talking about sending their first student abroad. And then he introduced me to somebody, you know, like introduced me to everybody. And just 2 days ago, I found out that I'm going to Spain. And they're paying. And they're paying for half of it. So I'm only raising $2,000, which is mind-blowing. And I cried a little bit when I first heard the news because I'm not a crier either. And then I said, you know, hold on just for a second, because I was in Atchison, Kansas to, you know, hand out my applications and stuff. And I went to the bathroom because I had to have a moment for myself because we were in a restaurant, so. And then I just realized, you know, I walked in there, there's no one in there, thank you. I look in the mirror and I just start doing the dance, you know, and I look in there, I was like, oh, this is what it felt like to make something happen, and it was amazing. And I tell you what, I'm not here to sell anything because I'm just here to say that this works, and this is like, I mean, I just feel like it's proof that when you have to let go of the when it's gonna happen, because once I did that is when I felt 100% 95 because the stress was gone, because I could have gone in college, I could have gone after college after I made the money. It was just feeling amazing, being a 95 and projecting that to the world, and then it came back.